Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Tier 2 pre-show. Just a small one tonight. Fresh. Been waiting to crack open his beer. How are you?
I'm well. Looking forward to seeing Japan again. I feel like it's still. Did we have it last season?
We did in Tier 2, yes we did. Not 100% sure about the other ones.
It feels like a long time since we've seen Japan.
Yeah, one of my favourite tracks. I like Japan.
Really?
Yeah. I just loved Sector 1. It's just, when you nail that Sector 1, it just feels good on the wheel.
Yeah, it is one of those
Sort of the
satisfying
pad
tracks
drivers.
to get right. Not too many of those.
Yeah, I'm sure the pad driver's probably not the most favoured, but we do have a few cars on the grid who've done very well at this track in the previous seasons. I've been here twice in Tier 2. They were won by RL Paul, who's reserving from Tier 3 tonight. That was all the way back in Season 4, so quite a while ago. And then, obviously, we had Japan last season, which was won by SLR Charlie, who might be racing tonight. He said he might not be able to make it, but he has checked in, so we'll have to see if he does race or not. Joel has a pole round here, so he nearly won the race last season as well. He was right in the battle with Charlie. If you remember that one, you just said you commentated that one, or your last commentary was there.
Yeah, that was the last time I appeared in the comeback properly, anyway. But no, I really don't remember it, to be honest.
One man I do remember doing very well before he disconnected was Muddy Warrior. He didn't have the best of qualifying. He wasn't up there at the start, but in the race he was absolutely flying. I think he might be one to watch. This might be one of his favourite tracks, or best tracks at least.
Well, hopefully he doesn't get unlucky.
Yeah, it'd be good to see Muddy Warrior get a bit of luck. Was in the wars, well, everybody was in the wars last week around Austria, and wasn't the best of races. It was entertaining to watch, at least from our point of view, in the streamers. There was a bit of action, some questionable dive bombs, I'd say.
Yep, and it did it did lead to Vaughan having to serve a qualifying ban tonight.
Yeah, that's.
He is one of the title.
Point.
I say one of the title contenders. You're probably looking at half the grid for title contenders at this point, this early on.
Yeah, but Vaughan, well, he won the first race in Mexico, but the next two, around Dubai and Austria, no points at all. Not even in the sprint race either. I don't think. I can't remember if he did get points in the sprint race, but yes, he did. Picked up a couple.
Yeah, McLaren's pretty dominant last week in the sprint. Hoping to, well, let's see if they can continue that run of form. The race didn't go as well for them, but
no, Haas just did very well again. They are 1-2 in the championship and have quite a healthy lead in the constructors as well. They're on 89 points over Red Bull, who got 51. Fitzy last week, very dominant performance. P2 in the sprint race, I think, and then obviously P1 fastest lap in the race. Pole position as well. Look very good. Second in the week before as well around Dubai. He's looking like a very, very strong title contender. He's on 51 points. Finley, his teammate, is 38 points, and then we have Waze on 31. But the guys behind him need to start scoring some points. They can't afford to have another blank like Vaughan's been doing. Finley 4th, 5th and 3rd. He's just been consistent so far. And that's what it all is about, being consistent. Don't have to win every race, and you'll be up there.
Your favourite old saying, you
also
don't have
missed
to win the
round
race
one.
in the first corner, which I have a feeling we're not going to make it round turn 1 without an incident. Hopefully we don't, but I think we will see some contact and maybe a spin there, maybe even a DNF.
Yeah, Japan is one of them weird ones, to be fair. Well, not a weird one, just sort of like a fast right hand at turn one, but you have to sort of jostle for your position, and people brake later or earlier. It's quite hard one to judge at turn one when there's lots of cars around you.
I said I didn't remember
And then
last
obviously,
season, but if memory serves, wasn't the safety car a bit overkill on this track?
I can't remember. No, I can't remember that.
Going
I
back
think
to
it's
you
just
talking about
random safety
consistency,
car.
that is one thing that isn't very consistent, as ever, is the safety cards on the different tracks.
Well, actually, me and Pete discussed last week or a few days ago that we might put up the standard, but then we had that Austria race. Obviously, there was a few DNS, and I think it was Jeddah, not Jeddah. Yeah, Jeddah last week, and Tier
Mm-hmm.
3, the safety car, come out a couple of times as well.
Just the once, I think. Yeah, just the once. Unless I brought out a safety car when I was murdered. I mean, when I spun out and died.
Yeah, it's been a bit dodgy, safety car. Like, it's 1 minute it'll come out for anything, and then we have about 10 DNS, and it won't come out at all. But we have to try and find the right balance for that, and I think reduce is the best way forward still.
And I'm assuming we're still not doing... I didn't catch last night's race. But I'm assuming we're still not doing formation laps.
No formation lap. Still causing issues as Cody's can't be asked to fix it as usual. What was I going to say? I can't remember. But we are close to go time. We've got a couple more drivers to enter. Fitz is going to be a couple minutes late, so we've still got another minute or two. I was going to say you just asked the chat for the podium. So what's your podium prediction then?
Do you know, since we started up and thinking about that, and I don't know. I think Vaughan will have quite a good climb. We can keep it clean this week, please, Warnie. I want to say Finley. Every week I want to say Finley, to be fair, but unless he was sandbagging in practice, he did have a little bit of issues, I think, with his setup. I'm really hoping for the McLarens to continue their good teamwork and run a form there. Money Warrior, you said. So I think I'm going to go with Joel winning and Muddy Warrior and Winners. I think I'm going to lock that in.
Yeah, Joel's a good shout. I think we're going to see Charlie back up there on the top spot. I'm going to Muddy Warrior at P3 and for P2.
Wait, it's Charlie racing?
Well, if he races.
Ah.
I still haven't heard anything, so I assume he is racing still. But if he's not, we'll go for we might see Hasbro on the podium again soon. It's been a while.
Hasbro racing?
He is. Well, he should be. He's checked in. Hopefully he turns up. So Thomas back to form last week. He could be another potential. We'll see what he could do. Dewey Debris top 15. Well, you won the last tier 3 race by a mile, so in Mexico. You're a very good driver, you should back yourself. We have T1 LXR making a debut tonight. We'll see how he gets on.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with a nickname for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we will. I think I'll call him LX. LX, no, my legs is going to go off too many times.
His name's Danny. There you go. We'll just call him Danny. I've just slightly stalked his profile a little bit, but he's got his name down as Danny, so that's a lot easier than T1 XLR. Yep. See,
Or
so.
Mozzie, 'cause that's his profile picture.
Hmm?
Mozzie's his profile picture from Siege.
Is it? I haven't played Siege in a while.
Okay, we'll probably end it there because we've got to try and get a couple more drivers in,
Yep.
see who we're missing, and we shall see you in a couple of minutes. Hello and good evening and welcome back. We are tier 2 and as mentioned in the pre-show, I am joined by Fresh. How are you?
Hello!
So,
It's just me, or did it just get a bit hot? We got, I think this week's tier 2 winner of me, I'm on stream, is Dewey, and I have no game sound, and it's spun already. What's going on with game sound?
I have game sound.
Interesting.
Try the setting, go to audio and just change one thing, change it back, should fix this. We are at Japan. What's going on with the frame rate here? Can't even change camera either. What's that? Change player. Can't change the view. Maybe on someone else. And if you're wondering what that car doing down the back straight, that is Vaughn serving his qualifying badge.
There we go, that's fixed it.
Have it? So one. Firing on track for his qualifying ban. Yeah, I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
In oh, there we go. It's finally fixed itself. Mash the button out 1,000 times.
Debris spun it again.
Yeah, Debris. Well, he says he uses full traction. Obviously, you can't use that anymore in tier 2. First race of the season. Last time he raced, he was in racing tier 3. And if you remember that one, he won by about 20 odd seconds. So he's got to suck it up and go medium traction. Otherwise, you can't race. He's too quick for tier 3.
Safe to say there
Here
wouldn't be a
he
tier
comes.
3 if that will follow on down the chain.
So here we go, first lap of the night. Let's see if we can keep it on track at least. Set a time.
Before we first, what's your prediction for pole?
Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
We'll find someone else who's on a hot lap then. He's not going to be a hot lap anymore. After Martin Ploma.
I think
So,
I'm going to go with
see,
Muddy Warrior for pole. I'm going to get it in before someone sets a time.
Yeah, that's a good shout. It was pole in round 1 in Mexico, so yes, the pace is short. I was going to say Muddy Warrior as well, probably, but since you've gone for one, I've got to go something different. Let's try Fitzy, keep up this good form. Pole last week in Austria, in the one shot. Let's see how he does.
Definitely,
On board with.
definitely chucked in a spat to the works last week with the sprints and the one-shot qualifying. I personally really liked it, but I was very nervous about it beforehand.
Yeah, it was alright.
Definitely weren't seeing many fast laps with one shot because everyone's trying to not get invalidated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite interesting format. Shake the view a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think we saw the likes of some of the back markers in the points. Well, not the points obviously, but in the top 10 starting.
Yeah. Yeah, people like Fitzy last week just taking full advantage of the extra points.
It was
Quite a decent lead.
it was definitely my highest qualifying ever. With third. 1:31.3
Yeah.
is Balloon's time. Not a bad time.
Yep, Jury Deputy's spun again and he's
But then
smashed
comes
the wing
along
off the
the
start.
about 5 or 10ths, and then French boys.
We have French boy. I forgot about him. He qualified P2 in his last outing. That was round 1 in Mexico.
Probably get the map up.
Very quick this season. And then Winnets goes fastest with a 30.3. So
Mr. Wednesday, he's back. He is back.
and let's see if Fizek can get himself up there. P4 for him, 31.1. Charlie now starting a lap. Very late. Cool for his racing or not. Got the
Find defender next.
keeps getting stuck in the TV pod camera. Muddy Warrior, and he goes P3.
Oh, Muddy Warrior, I didn't see him, sorry. P8.
Find defender. So already
Dan's
fairly
running
close
next.
to find the first runs.
Tier 3 Dylan here. See if he can do a competitive time. The 11 goes above Podgy and 3 with a bit of a mess up.
And Podgy's gone for a spin here in the sector 1.
There's Toto Walker on the last corner.
So
11.
back on the grid tonight. Who was that jumping up the order? That was the Ferrari of Thomas, 30.5 as well. Exactly the same time as teammate. The amount of times that's happened this season already, you get people with exactly the same time. That's happened like, nearly every week.
That doesn't fill me with hope, to be honest, if that happens that often.
Yeah, it's quite strange.
Well,
We'll go on board with...
P7.
So we've got on board with our debutant. Who is that? That is Keen.
I'm sorry I misheard you, but did you say debut Tom?
Debutant.
Right, gotcha. I was going to say his name's Danny.
And,
But we can
back
call him
down
Tom
his
if you want.
lappies. T. Start the team. He's backed out of his lap. The only person not to set a time. Let's find some. I think everybody run there. Maybe Finley or right aboard Finley. P2 in the championship.
I can tell you from
Why
practice
you
that the
just go back
softs, you probably get about 2 laps out.
Yeah,
At
they're
a
tied.
push, and that's with the out lap. They're really not great here.
Yeah, I saw the sweeping fast right lefters. Very tough on the tyres. I think anybody's actually on that. Maybe Paul. Now coming around 13 and 14. Another one going very wide there.
Yep.
Keeps his time though. We lost
Ooh.
all that advantage, and he definitely has now.
Backed out of that.
He's backed out.
Not invalidated those. Alright.
Depri is out again, and you can really tell he's a full traction user.
Hamilton, I believe, is next.
Come on, boys, had 2 laps on his tyres, so yeah, he's on a lap.
Where is he?
Yeah. What lap? What lap for Winnett? That lap for Muddy.
I knew I should have bet on Winnett.
First run, 30.3. That's not a bad time. What's going on? I can't. Spectator controls are all over the place tonight. I can't go above. Okay, it's working now. I couldn't go above P4 for some reason.
What we got? Paul Noma will be the first next time to come along if you want to do an onboard.
Do another onboard with Paloma. She's doing very well in tier 3 in her first few races and already backed out of this one.
Doesn't want that stream time. Fine. Joel it is.
Yep, Joel. Joel on pole. Last time out, I think. No, season 4. Around this track. I can't tell if he's.
I can't tell if he's sliding.
Yeah.
It looks like he is. Looks like Bambi
Looks
Ice
slow,
out there, but
but-
he seems to be doing alright.
Looks like that he's actually on my hot lap.
I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I do love the look of this new car.
I didn't at the start. It's sort of growing on me now.
Yeah. Everyone liked the Aston Martin, wasn't it? But I didn't. I don't really see the appeal to be honest, the Aston. Not really a fan of mossy green, if I'm honest.
Certainly looks better in real life than it does in the game, but
So this weekend.
not bad. No, still on summer break, I believe.
Catch a break. Right, as he goes into the final chicane, let's see, I haven't got the times up, so this will be a surprise to me. Ooh! Oh, yes!
Provisional
Beating
pole,
his teammate
McLaren
for
1-2.
100.
Very close indeed. It's already quite close screen. Top 5. Pro Finland there as well. Very close mid pack as well.
Bloody Warrior taking it very wide there.
Who's that in the gravel? There we go, Joel just went provisional pole and now he's in the gravel.
Oh, I don't know how you didn't invalidate there. Bloody Warrior, but... Oh!
Oh, and Thomas. Off in sector 1. And then Winnets retakes the provisional pole back off his teammate. It was a fantastic lap. 29.
This is what people want to see from McLaren in real life.
Let's see
Brilliant
if
lap there from Winnets.
the Haas of Fitzy. He is 4 tenths up, but he's locked up going to the final chicane. He's going to lose a couple of tenths there. Should move up the order though. Only P9, but he did lose.
Paloma with a
about
purple
10th
sector 2.
What's he up
Around the
to?
final chicane now.
10. This is a good lap. This could be top 6.
Got a bit wide on the entry.
P7. Yeah, maybe a tighter line in there, and I think she would have been P6. Pretty close. After 10. There comes Charlie though. Last season winner. Pole sitter, he goes up to P6. Jumps Finley. Over. Mercedes next.
Charlie racing tonight by the skin of his teeth. The countdown was very low numbers when he decided that he could make the race.
Yeah, about 5 seconds he made the race winner. I'll go to board Fitzy. Oh no, he'll be on a cooldown lap probably.
As it comes in.
Hamilton, let's go on board with Hamilton. He's been unlucky so far. Caught up in an incident.
Welcome back.
Who didn't get caught up in an incident last week, but had a good qualifying in Dubai. P2. Certainly has the pace. For some reason I can't put the lap together and he's on a cooldown lap, so won't go on him.
Oh, P7, I missed that. How did that happen?
Not long ago, because Palemo's now down to P10, so Fine Defender jumped up there as well, I think. Lots of cars out in the pits. Dan Mans on the lap in sector 1. LXR now coming out of the pits to try and... Every time I call him LXR, my Alexa lights up.
Yeah, maybe you should stick to Danny, otherwise you're going to get some weird things coming through Alexa now.
No, we'll go with Danny. Try and remember that. I don't think anybody's on that.
Yeah, he's just set that time. I'm not sure we'll be doing it again. I think Dan's the man, might be.
They move up the order, but it's tier 3 driver, so he's not expecting to do. Not expecting.
It's all about pride, though. You come up to tier 3.
Some experience.
He's been a bit unlucky, really, in tier 3 this season.
He disconnected last week. He was doing very well. Jeddah.
He wasn't in the rather large party we had for the tier 3 race last week, but we did have the likes of Scotty and Kunich, both with their fans on their face, so it was very immersive.
Toe losing it in sector 1, but he did a really good save to keep it out of the wall. That was on his outlap as well, so some cold tyres. trying on board with Danny then. So let's try again.
4 times the charm.
Gets out of the way, we head into sector 1. Try and stay close to the curves without tackling him too much otherwise very easy to spin the car. He's got away with it.
Ooh,
just about.
It's so hard to tell if we're actually losing it or if it's just this spectating.
He touched all them curves and looked like he's just going to spin any second.
Greatest next there.
Here's the turn 11.
Ooh, very wide, but
deep.
there are some tracks that you see people do that.
You can potentially get a better exit.
Netherlands
Nice
is a
little
prime
straight.
example.
Yeah. To the spoon.
I take a very wide corner at the spoon at Jeddah, and I tend to find that works out pretty well for me. See, 7th gear still isn't fixed, so you have to short shift even if not using gears. Like that.
To final chicane. 16, 17 and 18.
Huddle.
And then to align his first
There you go.
time of the night in 7GR. It's going to be a 31.9.
He did say that he
16.
has had 0 practice here since the old game.
Look at the traffic here in Sector 2 with Jones.
Oh my.
Lining up for the final lap. Be careful to get in each other's way. Charlie's starting his lap. Hopefully we'll see Mission of Poles switch around. They're all queuing up in Sector 3 trying to get some space. See this in real life a lot where they just back them up and then literally they cross the line with like 1 second to go.
Yeah, the onboard commentary with them is always my favourite part. Thankfully we don't have that here at 7GR, we would not be able to put that on stream.
Fisek just had to wait an absolute age for everyone just to get past there. And he's finding pits. A 2-minute lap he's on.
I'm going to stay on board with Joel here.
I'll try and keep an eye on who's going to be first across the line. I think Toe is the first one to set a lap in the final.
I'm sure Jack won't mind me saying too much here that, sorry, winners. But Joel probably has the faster race pace, so you. I mean, if it's a 1-2, I suppose it doesn't really matter. I think Joel would like to be in front.
So Toe improved time, goes P16. Paloma up to P3. Great lap from Paloma there.
And she's still tier 3.
Charlie is next. Yep. Charlie's next, and he goes P2.
Oh,
Zach at the same time as Win. Oh no, sorry. Almost the same time as Win. 44 as well. Here comes Fine Defender then. Goes up to P8.
I think that might have been tactical there.
Fitzy. P5 Fitzy. Frenchie, he's a potential one to get up to the pole. Let's see what he can do in the Alpine. He's had a snap coming out of the final corner. And he goes P3.
Oh, well, that's not tactical for Joel now.
Paul's next. He's slightly down this time. And then we have the 2 McLarens just behind him. So Paul does improve but doesn't move anywhere. Joel first. It is Joel first.
Joel might be regretting that.
When it's back down. So that's Finley.
Well, Joel, it's funny.
Anything.
Just the second Charlie went second, Joel was off the bottle. Unless I missed something, so I've got my laptop. But it was very reminiscent of, if you remember, Altus at Sochi.
Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, well, it's quite a long, well, no, it's not actually, but.
Yeah, so when it's on pole for
Mr. Wednesday, that's
ninth time,
that's why we call
I
him that.
believe, in tier 2. Yeah. He has the most tier 2 poles, as
How many wins?
anybody could guess. I'll look at this, but first we'll look at poles. Tier 2 poles. Yep, so that's his 9th one. And anyone close to him is Vaughan on 6. And wins. Tier 2 wins. He's go down. He's only won one race, so
We'll be hoping to
only
change those
converted one
fortunes
pole into a
today.
win. I probably wasn't even on pole for that win either. I have to find out.
Interesting. Joel's got two Tier 2 championships, and he's not up there with the poles.
Yep. So you want to do a quick run down the grid? Got 20 seconds.
And we got Mr. Wednesday and P1 Charlie with a good lap. Lucky to be here, to be honest, in P2. Frenchy boys with a brilliant lap. P3, Joel, Paloma, brilliant from the Tier 3 driver there. Fitzy, Muddy Warrior, Thomas, although he did DNF. Fine Defender and Paulie round up your top 10 with Finley, Isaac, Dodgy, and other people.
Just been informed that Danny is not Danny. His name is Tyler.
Oh, I was gonna say his gamer tag looks a bit like Tyler, but I thought I'd just look at his game profile, and it's a Danny on his profile, so I stuck with that.
Yep. So we'll call him Tyler from now on.
Well, no, I'm pretty happy with Danny, to be honest.
You're stuck with Danny.
Right.
So we go at 4 minutes
For
past.
the race, I will 4 minutes past. What am I looking at here? Oof. All right, I will be right back.
Okay. Sip of Lucozade before we go. Hamilton had a spider crawling over him on sector 1. I hadn't heard that one excuse before. Keep an eye on the chat. How we doing, guys? Dylan? Original. Just the original. Original flavour. Good evening, Mikey. How are you, sir? What's your prediction, Dylan? And how did you get on? You have a league race tonight, yeah? Usually on Wednesdays before 7GR. Yeah, after that qualifying, I think I'm not going to get a race director up. Actually, I've got a picture on my phone. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think Charlie, we're going to see P1 Charlie sticking with my prediction. I think we're going to see Muddy Warrior on the podium if he can keep it clean, keep it consistent like he did last time around this track. And yeah, I think Joel's looking good for podium. Paloma Tier 3 drive, but a mega performance there in P5. And we are ready to go, I think. There we go. No formation lap, so I'll be careful on these cold tyres because Cody's can't fix their game or even make it. There's 3 options for the formation lap, and they're all broken. So I just choose the best of the worst. Yeah, just in time. Toe
There's apparently a
P9
line for the
prediction.
bathroom, so I have to disappear again at some point.
I'll tell you in a second. We're at start. One of the funny excuses I've seen. We are underway straight away.
Wow, that was quick.
And yeah, it was very quick and good start from Winnets. Good start from the front three really. Friendship Boy and Paloma goes side by side in a turn one. Money Warrior making his way through. Just behind Friendship Boy, he's had a very poor start. He's going to try and side by side. There's a little bit of contact. I think Money Warrior's going to be ahead. He is. Everybody is through. We have a Fizek going off into the gravel.
Joel is
Apart from that,
1.2 seconds behind the leaders already. Charlie right on the
Depri in tow going for the sauce. Paloma on the hards.
And it's just having a sniff. No, not when it's with Charlie. Vaughn's out!
And Vaughan. Vaughan, for the third time in a row, he's not going to score any points.
What happened there?
No idea what
I'm sure
happened.
we'll see in a clip, but...
Had to say something in the chat, so we'll find out. Let's brought the VSC out. But no idea what happened there. With Vaughan. But it is
That'll make
Winnets.
Joel very happy if he can get a decent finish here.
Yeah. And, know what Joel's doing is actually 3 second gap, a huge gap. So VSC is out, so Winnets, Charlie and Joel as they were. Mighty Warrior up a place, I think. Up 3 places. Paloma stays at P5, French Boy a poor start down 3 places. Fine Defender, Fitzy and Finley. And Dewey Depri, who mentioned, racing for the first time on medium traction. He's up 4 places, doing well in P10.
Paloma holding on to that 5th place.
Hamilton said in the chat why he had to back out his qualifying session, the final lap in qualifying, was because he had a spider crawling on him.
Well, that's enough to put anyone off, I think. Depending how big it was.
Yeah.
We need picture proof, I'm afraid.
Gap's now come down. Joel's respecting. Oh, right back underway actually. Joel 2 seconds behind. A little bit of a gap to close. He wants to keep up with the front 2 of DRS when it gets activated at the end of this lap. Maybe wants to watch your Debris and Toe on the sauce, see how long they can get out the tyres. As ahead, there's that pool going very wide. There's Paul in the Aston Martin.
DRS enabled. This is where we see Charlie really got charging up the Winners.
Just the one DRS running around Japan, probably the only realistic overtaking opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know why there
Turn
isn't one down the back straight, I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe because of that little curve at the end, maybe.
Yeah, but look at Jeddah. They moved their DRS zone to one with quite a big curve in it, to be honest, halfway through it.
Maybe.
Charlie with a purple sector 1 there.
Get a flag at the back. That is, Depri. The full traction. The medium traction. Doing its thing. Joel still out of his DRS zone. He's actually under attack from Muddy Warrior in the Ferrari. Right up his gearbox.
2 good battles here to watch.
I was about to say something, but I won't curse it. Curse it to the end. Oh, and
Warrior
Paloma
gets a-
having a spin.
Oh.
P5, and Frenchy Boy did very well to avoid that. But he's going to avoid Fine Defender. Could get a little bit of a run, but
I love
Such a
Muddy
narrow
Warrior there.
track.
He seemed to have the much better exit, but couldn't get it done.
Fitzy going for the move. Found the outside into the chicane on. Find defender. Ooh. Plenty of room given. Find defender holds on. Fitzy loses traction. Now his teammate can. Well, his teammate has to avoid him. Wait. There's the time.
Charlie.
Oh, up ahead. Yep. It's holding on to his lead for now.
Joel will be liking this little battle up front. It'll be slowing them down. That'll be 2v1. First track commits. And he goes to Dan's van.
Joel does have Muddy Warrior all up his gearbox. He's got to defend from Muddy Warrior first before he's got to think about catching the front two up.
Joel has used half of his ERS. I don't know how easy it is to get it back here. I'd imagine probably not very.
So just a heavy braking zone into the chicane, that's about it.
Look like Joel likes this track.
Well, he does, but obviously Winnett's Charlie on Muddy Warrior loves the track as well. That's probably why he's burning that ERS, because he just wants to get in that DRS to defend from Muddy Warrior. There he goes, Muddy Warrior. Narrow track.
Again, he just doesn't have that straight line speed.
About the exit here. Let's find defender. Same move again. Fitzy tries again. We'll go on board with Muddy Warrior. He is gonna go for the move here. Just give us a good camera angle, please. Go Warrior through up to P3, and now he could start closing in on the front two, because I think he's got the pace to catch these two at the front. Fitzy did get past Fine Defender down that straight. Half sandwich now. Togo to P10. Sus. Thomas plugging away in P9. He's doing a good job. Noma 15th after that spin. There we go, Muddy Warrior already in that DRS zone. Just about in and out of the DRS zone. And there we go.
Joel's probably quite happy to just sort of sit behind us at this point.
I think Joel might be pleased about that, because he can sort of get dragged along now. Muddy Warrior very close, and he does get into the DRS. Not quite dropped out of it.
Close to Hamilton. That's quite a lot of traffic position.
Yeah.
The leader of this little pack is
very high down.
6th position. Great start there for us.
They have the deck at the back there spinning off. Yeah, as you mentioned, Muddy Warrior definitely running that higher downforce. Looking at the back straight, Muddy Warrior was 10 miles an hour slower than Joel.
10 miles an hour.
Yeah. Which is, well, it's like having the DRS open down the back straight for Joel.
Bit of a gap forming here between Winnets and Charlie. I don't know if there was a mistake made there or something. Winnets is sitting pretty here with the most DRS out of the group. Oh, I just changed to Frenchy Boys as he hit that wall.
Another VSC. Yeah, I did see what happened there. There he is. Big snap, I'd imagine, or maybe on the exit, on the outside curb potentially. But that's another DNF.
He
Frenchy.
doesn't race often, but when he does show modicum of pace.
Good evening, Nat Flasher. Yeah, we are on board with Fizek as I just see that message. So we had the pit for damage. It's on the soft now, down P16.
Surely those socks have got to be dead.
Finley actually got past Fine Defender as well, so 2 Hasses are through now. And all that scrapping
led to a
5-second gap.
Interesting.
Yeah, they just mentioned that Mikey. Hasses are doing very well. leading this championship in Tier 2 as well.
That's Mike's new allegiance, is it? Haas now, is it?
Yeah, he's a TP Haas.
Yeah, well, it's not often you see the front four, well, mostly the front four, keeping their positions. Muddy Warrior, big winner in this so far. Seems to have brilliant Sector 2 pace.
Yeah, just struggling with that straight line speed, and Teller actually very poor restart, because he's now 1.5 seconds behind front two straight away.
The VSC is kind of funny this game, I find.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it comes out and it almost like automatically gives you 2 seconds. It's odd.
Yeah, I think it's just been broken for a couple of games.
Yeah, supply position, still sticking close behind his teammate.
Last night I had a 4-second delta, but no one really seemed to be moving anywhere.
Yeah, well, we had a couple at Jeddah last week, and I was just able to close the gap to the current front so easily for some reason. Under VSC.
Yeah, maybe just different deltas and different people. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Was that a move? No, sorry. Just looked at the mini-map, thought there was a move on the Alfa Romeo of ERS Hamilton. He's quiet race. P9, doing well. Hey Warrior, fallen off the pace since the restart yet. Joel might even the best of exit, so
Paul Jocelyn, so too, yep. Tyler Jocelyn with Isaac.
Two Haas drivers working together, trying to close that gap. They were 5 seconds at the start of the VSC, now it's down to 4.2. She's got something of Muddy Warrior's pace, unless there's... I don't know, maybe his tyres are going off a lot faster than the others.
Ooh, a bit of impact there, I thought it was him.
It's going to be an interesting battle here. I think when it's very comfortable lead, 87% ERS. Charlie's
We should stop talking about Winnett.
burning
Winnett
to
doesn't
keep up.
exist because we're going to end up jinxing that.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So there's Winnett from Charlie. And then we have Muddy Warrior Joel having a battle. And the two Hassers trying to work together to get himself up there. Find defender 7th. Thomas on the back of him. And Hamilton Podgy is the top 10.
I think
there is
Joel
in-
has finally had enough
See?
of sitting behind Muddy. Because he is looking at DRS now, and ERS, sorry. Charlie has fallen out of ERS.
He must have made a mistake there. Coming out the final chicane. That's a weird one. He's lost 1.3 seconds, well, about half a second to win it, but the gap to Muddy Warrior just stayed the same. Unless I didn't see it go that high, but Charlie now closing that gap quite quickly again. Isaac sets the fastest lap of the race on those softs. Charlie now back in that DRS range quite quickly there. It's going to be interesting when the pit stops come around. Will Charlie go for the
It's
undercut?
so easy to see
Joel
Joel's
goes for the
speed
undercut.
advantage over Muddy Warrior. As soon as there's like a modicum of a straight, not even a particularly long one, he just catches straight back up.
Vaughn's predicting a crash on lap 22 for Winnett. What happened to you, Vaughn? We have no idea what happened to you. I'm going to read the chat. Tier 2 chat, I can probably read it. See what happened to Vaughn. Asked him what happened. Thomas closing in here, fine defender. What makes he get? He's got DRS to help him. He's going to try, but so hard to overtake now Japan.
Went for a move on the outside of the bend slash corner before the momentum. It's not a good idea. It shouldn't have been good. Sounds like Warren's moved
really
in.
taking a chance with these curves, wasn't it? Because I hadn't really had any laps in this game in Japan, so I don't know how the curves are handling in this game. Last game, if you touched those curves, you were gone. I imagine the pit window is going to be around about lap 15 for these medium runners.
Yeah, Joel might be thinking of the undercut.
Yeah, same Charlie might be thinking of the same. The thing with Winnets, he can cover this undercut because he's got that ERS to burn.
Yeah.
He'll when you see Charlie going to pits, he'll just start burning that on his lead lap. There we go, went around the outside for hairpin, touched the grass and lost it.
Someone strong really from the gun. I think he was trying to bait him to go a bit deep on it one, it didn't pay off. The move like quite often.
There we go.
He's got the DRS now. Going to the outside, he clips the grass a little bit, but he's still got the straight line speed, he's done it.
Yep, that move's been coming from Thomas. So last couple of laps and
wait, no, back. I don't know, it's a straight line but at 1, so I don't know.
Thomas leaded the hard one as well, so he's on for a negative result if he can if it works out well for him. If he's got this pace on the hards, nobody else goes into the hards, lower fuel, could potentially catch the two Hasses up. Gap's not really closing to top 4. Fair, the whole top 6 is not really changing. They're just quite equal. Staying around the same delta. Joel's obviously the closest.
There's that notification. I'll go back. I've got to get my other batteries.
Well, here we go, Joel coming in and Charlie. They're both going for the undercut. Lap 12. I thought that'd be quite early for the mediums, but we'll see. I'm going to hard tyres for both of these guys. So will they come out in clean air? They've got to be careful on these cold tyres, especially in sector 1. It's going to be a nightmare. So there we go. P9 and 10 for Charlie and Joel. Fine defenders also come in hard. So judging by that, Thomas will be pitting about lap 16, I imagine. So keep an eye on the leaders when they pit. Charlie and Joel. See if they make this undercut work. So still Winnets in the lead, and then goes now starting to burn that ERS like I said. I think he'll probably come in to cover that undercut off. Frenchie brother grad control. There we go, Winnets now covering this undercut. So is Muddy. So Fitzy, does he come in? He is. So Finley will be the new race leader then, and Paul has retired underneath the bridge, and that could be a safety car, but everyone's in the pits, so maybe not. So let's have a look. There's Winnets, Hamilton's through. Muddy Warrior, where are they? Where's Charlie? Charlie P9. There we go. nowhere near that undercut working at all. In fact, Charlie's lost a position to Muddy Warrior. Look how far Joel's dropped off now. But they will have, well, Charlie will have the advantage of the warmer tyres, of course, and it just goes through Muddy Warrior there. And Muddy Warrior's had a bit of connection issues, it looks like. So that gap will probably come down again. While Winner's trying more of his tyres, and there we go, yeah. Coming down so fast. There you go, back underneath for a second, so the undercut kind of worked. He's now in the DRS. At least. Back in the race, so the yellow flag, back that's Tyler. Mercedes having a spin. Undercut definitely didn't work for Joel. He's falling 2.5 seconds off Muddy Warrior. As Hamilton and Finley now pit for their stop. Thomas, the new race leader. Paloma up to P2 now. Cody Porter P3. Still has yet to pit. So I think it was as you were, but Charlie is now back in the DRS zone of Winnets. Joel, main loser in that pit stops there. Fitzy lets his teammate, Finley lets his teammate through. Hey.
Oh.
The cold tyres and set the one out of the pits are very, very
What did I miss?
oh, what did I miss? Because Charlie's now overtaken Winnets. Winnets must have made a mistake there. Yeah, but what did you miss?
I'm assuming some pits happened.
Full spin ahead, that's Paloma again. But yeah, Winnett's making a mistake here. Given net P1 to Charlie now. The undercut sort of went for Charlie. He was about 2 seconds behind when he exited the pits, Winnett's. And obviously the cold tyres in sector 1, he just caught him right back up, back in the DRS zone. Not sure what happened, but Winnett's made a mistake somewhere, and Charlie's taken advantage of it.
Gonna bounce back.
Oh yeah, the DRS zone now.
Still got, well, no visible damage.
And Joel, as I was saying, was the big loser in the undercut there. He was about 2 seconds off, even when the tyres were warmed up. Paloma, she's not racing these guys, so racing her own race. You need to fight anything.
Wow, you know what? P2 and 4 still not a bad finish here.
Yeah. Work out of positions now. So Fitzy and Finley dropping off the pace a little bit after the pit stop. So Thomas is the race leader, of course, hasn't pitted, same as Podgy. Thomas might even jump Finley now because he's 3.6 seconds behind his teammate. So Vince has some work to do now. He wants to regain the lead. Yellow flag, and talking to the Hatter, the Fitzy championship leader. Going for last cutting session. To his teammate, now done the P9. That could even promote Thomas up to P7. Time they pit.
But this is just getting 4 tenths on Charlie here. 5 tenths now.
He seems to be
6 tenths. He's catching him at red. Nuts. He is burning that ERS. He's still got some to play with, though.
I think Charlie's better in sector 1, and then sort of when it's bring it back in sector 2 and 3.
He's losing quite a bit of time now in sector 2. He made quite a crucial mistake there.
Yeah, so the pit window for the hard runners now would be now, I'd imagine. It's everybody on the hards at the minute. Dan's now comes into the pits. Mediums. So I think Thomas is a leader. Of course. There we are. Yeah, I think it's going to come out between Finley and Fitzy, the two Hassels.
I think when it's
going to be on the mediums.
Well, actually, I don't know what Wins will be able to do, because right now, Charlie's getting DRS from Pudgy.
Yeah.
But if he catches up, Pudgy might hold him up.
Well, Thomas actually continues, so he's not going to be pitted.
DRS is pretty much evened out.
Are these hard runners going to go for the softs?
Old ball.
10 laps to go. The mediums, well, people pitted lap 11 to 13 for the mediums. Or to get rid of the mediums. Softs probably going to last about 5 laps. Is it worth it? Probably not. Loses all his time in sector 1, he brings it back in sector 2 and 3. Obviously Charlie getting a bit of help now from Podgy DRS, but he could be getting held up at the same time.
He doesn't really bring back anything from sector 2, it's all sector 3 that he gets all of his time back.
Championship leader, it's gone for another spin again, and now out of the points. So it's a big opportunity for these guys, especially race leaders, to really close that gap in the championship now. 3 different winners so far in this season. Bourne, Ways, Fitzy. Looks like we're going to get our 4th in 4th races. Toe potentially as well. Toe's on very 10 lap old hard.
Podgy's in.
So that suggests mediums for Podgy then. So Charlie gets that free air now. Weimer continues. And Joel's made a mistake out of the final corner. I was about to say, where's Joel? And he's got no wing. And the safety car's out.
The winners should be happy with that. Thomas will be very happy with that.
Oh, we lost Fizek. Yeah, that's perfect for Thomas. He's going to pit and come out in the lead, potentially. It's going to be close. 15 seconds. I think he might be able to do it. It's going to be very close. So on goes to hards for Fitzy and Hamilton. Toes gone for Toes. He's softs
think
already.
that softs isn't quite the way to go, and obviously you only get the one set of mediums now. Thing that I'm not particularly happy with. This is what they're left with. I'm a big fan of that, but I'm not.
I didn't see any rain rumours, but it's not very cloudy. So let's see. Well, Thomas obviously
Very
going to come to the
unfortunate from
pits
Joel
here.
there. Very unfortunate.
Well, it sort of happened at the right time really, because he's obviously going to get a pit stop now, but
Yeah, Fizek
he has
was
no
the...
choice
when
to
did
go
Paul
onto the sauce. I did see him go out. He was underneath the bridge, I think, when he was away. So, well, Thomas doesn't get P1, but he is going to come out P3 because Charlie has gone for the sauce. Roma, Finley, obviously.
I don't think the softs are the way to go. I really don't.
By the time they get going again, it'll be lap
I think
21.
Charlie may have just thrown this away. By the time he catches up to when it's if at all, I think he's dying around here, so... I mean, depending on how long we're going to have the safety cars, but even then, I don't think it's going to do well.
Well, they're going to do well for a couple of laps, but around Japan, track position is king. And
even after everything,
seen how
Palermo's still hanging on to that P6.
So hard to overtake around here. So now all of a sudden it was McLaren up there, and now it's Ferrari 2 and 3. Thomas very lucky with that safety car. He would have probably been about P6 after the pit stops if there was no safety car.
Could even make a charge for P1 here on the softs if.
Yeah.
Wow. Chance.
Yeah, our potential winners here. Charlie looking good, Thomas looking good. If they can make these softs work for the last 5 laps and make him last, performance-wise they will last, but the last couple of laps might be a bit iffy.
Yeah, I don't know about Charlie. I think that's a lot of crap on softs that aren't going to be doing great after 5 laps.
We shall see. So safety car will be out for one more lap. Wait for the other guys at the back to catch back up.
Joel's goal at the end of this week was to be in front of arguably his title rival, and right now he isn't.
It's also giving Fitzy a chance to get back in the points as well, the championship leader. Yeah,
this off.
things
With the McLaren
things
straight
go
on
well for
speed.
Charlie.
If he times it right, he could get Hamilton defender here pretty well. Yeah, but see that.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities here. We've got obviously Fitzy and Finley leading the championship. Finley P7, Fitzy outside the points. Ways is third. He's not racing tonight. Vaughan
I'll
is
be honest,
already
I'm
out.
looking
He's
at
scored
Hodge,
no
'cause
points.
he's on the mediums, and I think that's the tyre I'd want to be on, I think.
It's a huge opportunity for people like Joel, Money Warrior, Thomas to really get themselves in the title mix. Podgy on the mediums. Well, of course he'd
What time?
get
So we can get
most
7 laps.
performance out. 7 laps seems a lot. I think Toad starts with the softs. He pitted very early, and normally he tries to eke out the tyres as much as he can.
Just me opposite saying everyone's on no fuel.
Yeah, red. Safety car will be fine. Just when it's flashing, or like mid-race when it's red and you're like in trouble there. Safety car is in this lap then.
That's a bit late, but alright.
Minutes will get us
Minutes
underway.
needs to nail
Cars
this.
alongside Muddy Warrior. Shav Thomas, he's gonna try and jump him straight away. Right on board with Thomas.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Collision at the back there. As Winnets is going to go right to the line.
It's a bit of a mistake.
Good idea.
He's
Yeah.
done alright, to be fair.
Look at Thomas. Will Money Boy let Thomas through? Ferrari teammate. Doesn't look like he's right, there we go. I say it looks like he's going to put up a big fight there.
He's just itching to get past.
Money Boy's got to do a job now for his teammate. Yellow flag in the back, that stands man. Paloma is past
Joel
Hamilton.
already gets past fine defender. He's now looking at the back of Hamilton.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of action from here to the end. Finley up to P6. Going for that move on Podgy. Podgy's gone wide. Opens the door for Finley up to P5. very good. Restart for him. Background, there's Joel trying to make a move on Hamilton. So he's trying to find a gap down the inside. There's not really one, but he's going to get better traction than side by side. Who's going to merge?
When it's really happy that he's fighting the Ferraris now. He seems to have just that straight line speed in the two McLarens. Here comes Thomas. Nothing. In fact, Quintus is actually falling away.
Through the field. So I'll go back on board with Charlie. He's going to be on the attack on Money Warriors, a nice view helicopter. Thomas, I've got to say Thomas looking very good. Over in here, he keeps it together. Podgy now out of points.
I don't think 7 laps on these tyres is going to cut it.
We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Well, there's contact, Podgy and find defender. I didn't see what happened there because the camera angle didn't show me it. There's contact there, find defender flying off, Podgy flying off. Trying to go 3 wide into turn 1, I don't think that's going to end very well, no matter what. There we go, look how fast Thomas is through sector 1, over the back 4 minutes.
Is he going to go for the dive here? No.
Doors open.
And that
Charlie
Finley is going the back
race.
On the back of Charlie.
He's had a fantastic start since the safety car.
But if you run
Gets
him
now
Thomas,
back
you'll
in the
see
points.
the straight line
And
speed.
where's Tyler coming? He's in P10 on the points all of a sudden.
Oh, he's done well.
He picks up a point here on his debut, hasn't been.
That straight
Down
line
at all.
speed. The McLaren setup is just.
Oh, Charlie's gone for the dive. And slows down. Good move.
Yeah.
Kept down the control.
Leaves the door open for Finley. He's going past. He's done it.
Yeah, those soft tyres going much better than those tyres at the minute.
Only up to P4.
That was a good move. When it on the onboard, it didn't look like it was going to make slow down time, but he got it done. Good move, Charlie.
It's Joel now
Over
comes up to the
Right
back of this mid-pack.
He's got the view of this one.
Should have DRS.
Oh, and that's Hamilton. So he's getting no luck at all. Again, it's gone for points. It's all gone. Winnick's doing well, holding on to his lead, but Thomas is going to manage this race. He's on 75% ERS. He's going to pick his moment. Still a long way to go in
look
this
down
race.
this back straight, look at the straight line advantage that the McLarens have. It just pulls away.
Oh, Charlie, look. Oh, Thomas actually.
It's just barely any
A
damage.
little bit. Thomas did burn the ERS there. Is DRS enabled?
It will be after this lap, I think. Ooh.
I think that's what it is. It's enabled, so Thomas very close, and Joel did for 3 seconds. That's going to hurt him at the end, but here comes Thomas for the race lead. Pulls out to the inside and gets that move done, and he should. Well, he needs to pull away in the next couple of laps, otherwise his sauce might not perform at the end. Yellow flag again. Oh, is that Joel? It is Joel. Maybe had a little bit of a moment, didn't lose too much time. Lost the position to Fitzy. Drew Debris
Winner
up.
has just been done by Charlie. I caught a little bit of it from Finley's point of view. Now will Finley have a go?
Drew Debris and Tyler seem to be having a good battle here. Switching positions. Debris now at P9, considering this is his first race on medium traction. He's done very well. Oh, and there we go. Tyler down the inside, a bit of contact. but he gets the move done. These two having a good scrap. Here comes the Williams again. Very definitely burning that ERS. Which side he goes. Tyler goes slightly wider, still side by side. Tyler's still there. A little bit of a snap. You can see he's struggling on the traction, and they're still
No,
side by side.
Neither of them have got any of it.
So, good view of this. Just watching. Oh, so it's starting to lap in the race. Toe might even try and move in. Nobody backs out. So Defry is through. As Tyler makes a mistake in the chicane, that might open the door for So. On the mediums. That was a really good scrap for P9 there between Defry and Tyler. Good racing. We'll go back to the front. Thomas got 10th lead over Charlie. Charlie's used a lot of zeros, so I think Thomas played this very smart. Let's try and hold on to the podium at Finley. He is the most consistent driver this season in terms of being up there in every race. P4, P5, P3 last week. Potentially looking for another top 5 finish. And we're doing well. P6 as again Tyler and Defry. It seems to be the battle to watch in a minute. Tyler now back through up to P9. Here comes Williams again. Oh, hang on. Charlie's getting very close to the back of Thomas here. He's got no ERS. He's going to have DRS to the final 2 laps now. Charlie's the fastest lap of the race. Has he timed this to perfection, or has he gone too early?
Oh!
Oh, that's contact. Thomas is round.
Oh,
Oh, that's heartbreaking for Thomas.
I'm winning.
Really. And they both gone off.
I've just made bloody Thomas's bloody race winner graphic. I've got to change it back to winners now. That is some,
did he?
that I can't swear, but that is some bloody good fortune from for Finley and Winnets there, but mostly Winnets. Finley's up 9 positions. He's my driver of the day, hands down.
So Thomas, that is,
Yeah.
didn't have the best of angle to see the point of view from both cars to the side. Feels like full air, trying to defend the tyres in the pit lane. He's had enough. When it's back in the lead of this race somehow, Finley, Charlie, I don't know what happened to Charlie after that contact. Looked like he was unaffected by it. All of a sudden lost 2 places. I'm sure he made a mistake right after, or he thought he just slowed down because he may have been at fault, I don't know. But he's on for a podium position at least now.
Yeah, very, just so unfortunate there for Thomas. He judged it to a T, got a little bit lucky with the safety car, but can't say it's undeserved. Minutes, he's been in the lead for almost all of the race. But very fortunate at the end there.
To the final lap then.
Unless Finley has one last twist.
All that of ERS, so it is literally all.
Or is there going to be will this be decided by a track violation?
I can imagine Winnets will be sweating right now. He's got Finley just behind Charlie. All over the place. Charlie spins.
Ah, no. Charlie.
Now he's got to finish the rest of the race with wing
That's
damage.
another position for
Might
Joel.
get a hold of the point second. Thomas,
That
he'll be
should
pleased to
put Joel in
get past
front of
Charlie.
Bourne now. If my math is correct. Which is... And fucking... Damn it, I've got Paloma P4.
Yeah.
She is going to love her Tier 2 full-time seat.
Can do one last move, or is he? I think he's going to settle this P2. There's no point going for anything silly at this stage. Head into the final chicane. It's still Winnett's head, comfortably ahead, unless anything happens in the final chicane here. Winnets is through, and he's got the traction down, and Winnets takes a very impressive win. Second in 7GR.
I wasn't far off
Clearly
from my predictions, to be fair.
brilliant podium. No, you weren't. Money Boy completes the podium.
Joel comes across
Paloma.
6th, but does he keep it? Yes, he does.
Thomas 7.
Charlie
only
in 8th.
P8
Yeah.
in the end.
I mean, we don't know whose fault it was, because I'm assuming it was someone's fault. I'm sure.
Yeah, who said Toe P9? Oh, he's still at Visions P9 for Toe. Cool. Depri gets a point on his return. That's a really good race. I enjoyed that. And Hamilton going to give us a donut over the line. Another unlucky race from him. Scoring some good points before he spun off. Yes, it did that within Visions. But yeah, that was much improved from last week, let's say. In terms of...
Well, there was a
racing there.
notable absentee. I've much need to go to bed. Very well done there from Winnets. You can't say it was undeserved, even though he got quite fortunate there at the end. He was commanding most of the race. So,
yeah.
massive heartbreak for Thomas and Charlie.
Thomas and Charlie, yeah. Both of them. Yeah, but do you want to do the honours of running down the grid order?
No, you can do it. I'm doing the race winner graphic. I've had to change it again.
Okay. So Winnets picks up a second win. 7GR finally converts another pole into a win. Finley on the podium. He'll probably... Oh no, Fitzy finished P5, so maybe not taking lead in championship. But Haas again looking strong. Ferrari of Money Warrior finishes P3. Paloma, Tier 3 driver, P4. Fitzy P5. Joel finished P6 in the end. Still a good result for Joel. Thomas, what could have been, still a good result for Thomas, P7. Charlie, P8. Toe, 9th, good position from Visions there. And Dury Depri on his turn, picking up that final point. Podgy, Dans, Tyler, Hamilton picking up the fastest lap. The last finishers, fine offender, Fizek, Paulie and Frenchie, and Vaughan, and we lost on that one. Your DNS tonight, so there we are. Really good race. I enjoyed watching that one. Tier 2 is very close in terms of pace. So yeah, that was a good day for Haas, Mikey. Good luck in your commentary later for IUF1. Any last thoughts, Fresh?
No, I've said it all. Final congrats to Winnets. It's been coming for a while, I feel, that. Especially after last week. But,
yeah, it's good to see Winnets finally convert like his fine pace into the race for once.
we will be back tomorrow for Tier 3 at Australia, a personal hate of mine. So you'll not be seeing the pace that I had last week from me again.
Yeah, I think me and Joel might be on that one for comms.
If you're lucky, maybe I'll appear as a guest.
Yep, if the worst happens. Looking like a full grid tomorrow as well, so got a few debuts maybe as well. Potential 4 debuts tomorrow actually.
Really?
Looking at that grid. Yep.
So
it'd be interesting to see if any of them.
I'm not going to make you try and say those
names.
I remember the tickets now.
Not too bad. Mullock, Upa Mustard, Icy Warner, and Elvis Chunk.
There you go, look. Get it in nice and early, and I'll come back to it tomorrow if I'm a guest. Who's your winner tomorrow? And don't say Dylan.
Australia. Paloma. Paloma's going to win tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I'm inclined to. Yeah, no, I agree.
Alright then, thank you for watching, and hopefully you have a good race tomorrow as we saw tonight. Yes, we'll end it there. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.